Hey everybody, welcome to Squeeze the World Gaming. I'm Patrick and he's Greg.
Hey, hey.
And welcome back to the Talos Principle. And
welcome to the motherfucking after party for Squeeze the World podcast.
Well, when we last left off in the Talos Principle, Tetris puzzles.
Oh yeah, we got stuck on that fucking Tetris puzzle. That was great. We just got finished shooting our podcast about why you should not buy Star Wars Battlefront 2. If you'd like to know why you shouldn't buy Star Wars Battlefront 2...
Look anywhere on the internet, but...
you probably already know why. I mean, it's not like we're the first people to tackle this sensitive issue, but... Bienvenue à Star Wars Battlefront 2. No! Oh shit, your battery's low.
That's okay.
Your battery is low, my lord. Exit the game, my lord. Your people are starving, my lord.
But
Please tell me somebody else out there has played Lords of the Realm 2. It's like one of my favorite strategy games.
I've seen actual recent reviews of that, review videos.
Really? That's interesting.
Space Hamster did one, at the very least. But yeah, I will not buy Star Wars Battlefront 2, even if it had Dash Rendar available to
Dash Rendar, man. Shadows of the Empire.
I had it on the PC. I didn't play much of it.
On the N64.
I didn't play much of it, but what I did play, I liked.
It was so good. I beat it multiple times.
Where is that?
I remember Wampa. Remember Wampa Stompa? The cheat console? You had to, like, fucking twist your hands around that fucking N64 controller that's built like it's fucking pitchfork from Satan's asshole.
Oh, Area 4 has the two yellow parts.
Oh, okay.
In here.
But yeah. If you put Dash Rendar in it, you'd have to put that fucking Dianoga fight in the sewers. Shit was scary. You know what scared the shit out of me about that game?
What was that?
When you did the fucking cheat code shit to unlock all the, like... You could unlock all sorts of crazy shit in that game. You could turn off gravity, you could give yourself an infinite jetpack, you could do all sorts of shit. But if you activated enough cheats in the snow speeder level on Hoth at the beginning, you could actually fly over the mountains that ring it, that automatically send you back into it, and fly over it and fly into the skybox, which would look like it was painted on. And then when you flew through it, it was just an empty blank void. And when your snow speeder moved, it would leave like trails behind, like fucking Mario paint. And then if you turned around and tried to get back in, you could fly back into the game world, but if you flew too far, the game would crash. It used to scare the shit out of me. It was like some creepypasta shit.
It reminds
like you'd think like you'd hear fucking like whispering, like go to sleep, turn off the game, as you like leave the fucking world, and then like a photorealistic picture of your family, a skeleton bleeding everywhere turns on.
Murder your family.
Kill your family.
I thought it was murder your family.
No, the Bendy Man, he says kill your family. Oh, robot tweets.
I don't remember what.
Whenever I despair, I remind myself that the end of this great pilgrimage lies life in the eternal memory of the designer. I need no further motivation other than Zima. A lifetime spent solving the puzzles. Oh no, that's Dave Mustaine. That's Dave Mustaine. A lifetime spent solving the puzzles in this place would be one which missed everything of value in it. But we must remember that others will tread this path, and we must leave it better signposted than when we found it. It's a real tornado of souls.
It'll make me feel better and cure my insomnia.
Does anyone still like me?
Okay, so this one's called Don't Cross the Streams. So we have to...
Cross the streams.
Okay.
I'm Dave Mustaine. I say, play a blistering guitar solo to break the door down. I used to be able to do that, but not anymore.
He can barely hold a guitar and talk at the same time.
I can barely talk. Are you kidding? I did so much blow, you could kill an elephant.
I don't know if I mentioned this before on the show, but
we're gonna get a fucking letter from the Dave Mustaine, the fucking Mustaine estate, shutting down our channel for how much we fucking mock Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine has an estate.
Probably does.
Yeah, probably.
Stately Mustaine manor. It's got like a stylized M over his like Victorian gate. It's got like a giant Vic Rattlehead hanging off the fucking roof.
I don't remember if I mentioned this on the show or not. But back when I worked at GameStop, they had a I think it was when Rocksmith was coming out, and they had because they would have like power-up rewards, like super prizes that you can get, and one of them.
That was me adjusting.
One of them was you could meet Dave Mustaine, and he would give you guitar lessons.
Oh wow!
And someone won, and it was like showing like.
That's it? That was easy.
Yeah, it just kind of came to me, but it like showed like clips of the guy who won, and like he could barely hold the damn guitar.
He ended up giving Dave guitar lessons. This is an E chord. That's a C, actually. Shut up.
Sorry, I need you to teach me how to play guitar without being on cocaine.
Shut up! I played Peace Sells, but who's buying? What have you done with your life? Huh. Oh, this one's interesting.
It's kind of like the same concept as the other one.
Yeah. I'm betting you probably have to put one of them on that platform there.
Yeah, the name of the puzzle is Above It All or something.
Yeah, you've got to put one up there to get it, and put the other one under it or something. I don't fucking know. You solve it. You're good at this.
Let's see. I could probably put one up here. Like you said. Actually, yeah, the blue one will reach the best.
Yep.
And then we can just have the red one go underneath. Basically where it was.
Yep.
Boop.
Yeah, I definitely need to be less weepy when we record the podcast. Like, it's not a fucking Aaron Sorkin show about video games. Christ, can you imagine if there was a fucking West Wing show about video games? Like, fucking video game reviewers need, like, any more, like, like, unearned self-esteem.
Sheep.
This female voice that speaks from the abnormalities, it speaks with a different tone to the other wretches in this place. There was a fish in the percolator. Oh, there's one down there.
Is there?
Yep.
Oh, a lure, one of these lure things. It's a beach ball.
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games.
Except the Amish.
We don't just solve problems out of necessity.
I'm sure they had that like hoop thing they push around with the stick.
Even as adults.
It's not a game.
Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it.
Lock a human being in a cell deep underground with a knotted rope.
What makes us human.
And they'll hang
We see the
themselves.
world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of
Bitch.
problem solvers.
Alexandra Brennan ran Abu Ghraib. Leave a terrorist alone with a knotted rope, and he'll untie it. Beat a terrorist with a knotted rope, and he'll tell you where the rest of his cell is. Oh my god.
All right. So we now have the yellow pieces. We need to get that. I guess that's a platform thing. So that's the. I guess that's the last of the yellow pieces and the last of the items that we're going to be getting. Now the question is, since all the remainder are red pieces.
We got a beep boop.
Beep boop. Hey, beep boop. Milton or whatever your name is.
They'd like to talk to you. Here's what I've been wondering while you were off carrying out commandments. You suggested that consciousness is not part of the same world as ordinary physical things. That means you can't weigh it, you can't throw it around or cut it into pieces. It's completely beyond the laws of physics, right?
Right.
Good. Now, the library is fairly consistent on the view that physical events are caused by other physical events. If you move your legs, it is because of the interaction between your neurons and your nervous system. But if consciousness is beyond the laws of physics, how can happiness physically make you jump for joy?
It can't. It just feels like it can.
Very clever. But do you see that to explain your, dare I say it, hastily constructed belief system, you've rather thrown the baby out with the bathwater? Consciousness that does nothing at all is hardly consciousness as you claim to know it. Would you like to stick with that line or reel your neck in?
Consciousness is mysterious by nature.
Let me put it another way, then. The law of conservation of energy is the foundation of modern physics. It states that the total energy in the universe never changes. Now compare a universe where you jump for joy and one where you decide not to. The former has more total energy in it, because the energy for you to jump wasn't caused by something physical, but your non-physical mind. But according to physics, that's impossible. I think that either you have to reconsider your position or deny the entirety of physics. Though be warned, if this place turns out to be built on physics, who knows what the ramification of doubting it may be.
Can I just have my admin password now?
Do you renounce physics or renounce the ideas about consciousness?
I
think you should probably renounce the ideas about consciousness instead of all of physics. But then we're back to where we started. Do you want to propose an alternative account?
I suppose.
Fine, but I won't allow you to lead us around in circles on this for the rest of eternity. I will take your next answer. So do take a moment to think about it this time.
What did I say last time?
Consciousness is not part of the physical world.
What is? Is it a I mean, they all kind of make sense. But then he's going to say, "Bleh."
Yeah. Well, actually.
Complex functional system.
You say that consciousness is some kind... but sir! You say that consciousness is some kind of functional system. Arrange bits of matter in the right order and out springs sentience. That's all very well on paper, but what counts is what something does, not what it's made of? Then couldn't you and I design a series of tin cans on strings that qualified as being conscious?
Which answer gets me network access?
Hello world! I'm gonna say no.
I'm not sure I'd go that far.
What about a computer program? Suppose we built a perfect simulation of the brain, only it was made of transistors, not neurons. Wouldn't that be conscious?
It depends on if it's intelligent or not, I guess, or if it has a personality.
I bet you could get some bitchin' AM radio on it, though. No? Yes? No? I'm going with no.
Okay, it would not.
Thinking. That's what you really think. Wouldn't we save ourselves an awful lot of time if you just admitted that consciousness is whatever very particular idea you've decided you like the sound of, and drop all this nonsense about complex systems? Stay committed. Fuck him.
Still committed.
I'm trying to see where you're coming from, but it's no small task. Let me try one more time. Suppose that you're a conscious human being. I know it's a push.
Fuck you.
He's such an ass. Then suppose that I take one of the neurons in your brain and replace it with a tiny machine that works exactly the same. Are you still conscious? Well, yeah, it's one neuron. Now what if I replace a few more and a few more until you are mostly thinking with tiny machines instead of neurons? Are you still conscious?
Yes, but less so?
I'm leaving this one up to you.
I came here for puzzles, not existential bullshit.
This is actually a very famous philosophical thing called the Ship of Theseus problem.
Well, I'm not a philosopher, though.
There's the book John Dies at the End does a riff on this that's absolutely fantastic, where you are attacked by an axe-wielding man, and you murder him, and you take his axe, and a few weeks later, you're using the axe, and the head on the axe breaks, so you replace the head, and then a few weeks later, the handle of the axe breaks, and you replace the handle, and then the dude breaks back into your house covered in blood and points at you and screams, "That's my axe." Is he right?
No,
basically,
he's not.
Basically, it's if you replace every part of a thing, is it still the same thing? The Ship of Theseus in myth was Theseus's ship, and eventually every part of the ship was replaced. It's sort of like is it still Leonard Skinner when there are no original members of Leonard Skinner in Leonard Skinner?
That's a good point.
So it's a philosophical question that this computer program is throwing at you. It's philosophy 101, which is not to be dismissive, because I really like the presentation in this, but that's pretty much this whole game is philosophy 101.
I just came for puzzles.
The story part of it, anyway.
Well, I guess, yes, you're perfectly conscious.
So what do you think would change if we replaced all your neurons? You'd be a walking, talking, thinking computer. You flat out denied such a thing as possible. How can you entertain such contradictory ideas in your head all at once? How you can entertain such contradictory ideas in your head all at once is beyond me. Are you sure you won't accept that your picture isn't foolproof?
I'm not sure. I think.
How conscious is
Do
to
not
be so...
think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words. His wisdom is hollow and born
We got
of
caught
despair.
looking at porn by Halloween.
Do not let him tangle you
The
in
hidden
his webs
sights,
of
my
danger.
child. I know
Have
of the
faith
porn
in me,
hub.
and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind him. He's just worried that if you ask too many questions, you'll start to see through his shtick. Stick with me and the sky will quite literally be the limit. At any rate, I'd like you to think a bit harder about all this and get back to me. I'm sure there's still progress to be made.
Maybe he started asking stuff like this again because we got all the yellow pieces.
Probably. That probably triggered it. It seems to be... the Milton dialogue seemed to be triggered by progress.
Fair enough. So I was thinking which one we should do first, since they're all red pieces now. But I think we should go for C because we haven't done C yet.
Okay.
Like, at all.
Fair enough. Oh, yeah, that's the,
Because, like, right after
cathedral.
right after
went
we
to
got
the
here,
cathedral one.
we just got an axe and then went to the Hidden Islands, so...
Oh, yeah, we got distracted. We saw the axe, and we went to the Hidden Valley, my child. Yes. That delicious ranch messenger robot.
Okay, so let's go get the platform real quick, which is over here.
So, Patrick, imagine if you had to grind 40 hours to get that axe. Do you think you'd feel a sense of accomplishment? I forgot to use the sense of accomplishment quote.
It's okay.
We wanted gamers to feel a sense of accomplishment as they open up their wallets and give us more money. We wanted our marketing department to feel a sense of accomplishment. That's not right. You've got to take the... Not that piece. Put it back. That piece at the bottom, yeah, flip it and then put it up there.
Okay.
I think I see the answer. Damn it, no. I fucked up. Sorry, I'm bad.
It's okay. I thought we were done with all the hard ones.
Damn it, sorry, Greg is just the worst, y'all.
Let's start with the key blocks and see where that brings us.
Somebody posted a thing on Reddit Games that was like, remember when disappointments only cost $60 and it was a picture of No Man's Sky? Like, man, I never thought... Damn it! Like, man, I never thought I would miss No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky wasn't bad, it just wasn't what was advertised.
That is fair.
And also they did make improvements to it, even though it should have had all of those things when it first launched.
This is true as well. They actually have done it, you know, I know we're all supposed to hate No Man's Sky forever, but they really have done an admirable fucking job of trying to put the things that they originally promised would be in the game. Ooh, I hate them rabbits and tetraminos. Oh, thank God. Thank God I didn't have that coughing fit during the fucking podcast.
During the podcast. I probably tried this already.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I need to fill some air. Boobs!
Wait, will this work? No, it won't work.
Oh yeah, that didn't make the cut for this week, but I was considering, because I knew Battlefront was going to be like a half hour, but I was considering talking about that douchebag who who got banned from Twitch for like 5 days.
What happened?
He went off on a rant on stream about I don't know any politer way to say this, titty streamers, girls with low cut tops, and how they're ruining Twitch for the real hardworking gamers.
Hardworking
it's
gamers.
It's pretty fucking ridiculous. My take on the whole thing is suspending him for 5 whole fucking days is kind of ridiculous and only makes it look like he actually has a point. But anybody who is complaining that titty streamers are taking their fucking views away on Twitch is a fucking idiot. Like, I'm sure if, like, Caseytron stopped streaming, you'd have all these people who are like, man, I used to like watching Twitch and watching the girl's boobs while she played video games. I guess I'll watch this fat schlub yell at people while playing Battlegrounds instead. No, you idiot! They are not your audience.
I don't know. And when it all boils down to it, it's all just people sitting on their butts playing video games. So
yeah,
you know, case in point, us.
We have no room to judge, but yeah, that's something that got cut for time this week. That was one of the things I was looking at.
When are we going to have the Let's Go Off on Chris Roberts
the Star Citizen? I still want to do a Star Citizen episode. I want to do one basically like the Battlegrounds, where it's like half the episode is just Star Citizen.
We should call the title, Hey, Freelancer was good, right? Freelancer was good.
It was alright, yeah.
It wasn't as good as Privateer, but...
I never played Privateer, so I have no frame of reference.
It was basically Freelancer was... Because Privateer was a spin-off of Wing Commander.
I think we should... I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But Freelancer's basically the same idea as Privateer.
Okay. I do that way too fucking often, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think we should keep going with the simple to the point titles. In keeping with don't buy Star Wars Battlefront 2, it should be called Stop Buying JPEGs of Spaceships. You fucking nerds.
On that note, I was disappointed that Chie as Best Gorilla did not make last week's title.
I'm sorry, that was a mistake.
Dang it always turns into a shape I don't have.
What the hell? This one's tough. It's the rootinest, tootinest Tetris puzzle on this side of the Wild West. Wild West.
No. Stop right now.
Jim West. Desperado. This is gonna turn into me. If we don't get some fucking donations, I'm just gonna start shamefaced gravel voice, like reciting the lyrics to Pump Up the Jam, like I'm fucking George W. Bush.
Shame on you. I thought we were done with these.
Damn, this is tough. Can I give it a try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me give it a try.
I mean, I know that we're gonna have to do more of these with like the red one. Oh God, where do the red ones lead to?
I'm telling you, it's got to be the tower, man. The Dark Tower.
Randall Flagg wouldn't put up with this bullshit.
Nope. 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 Okay. Oh god, I didn't mean to reset the whole fucking thing.
It's alright.
Let's do something wacky. I think this piece goes here! How do I make that happen?
Watch this be correct. It's not correct.
Yeah, this isn't possible.
That does not make a car.
You wouldn't download a car. Fuck you, I would download a car.
Who says you wouldn't download a car?
It's the fucking, the anti-piracy, commercials. Have you ever seen those?
No.
They're like, you wouldn't download a car. Like,
if it was possible, sure.
Yeah, I'd download a fucking car in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
Are you gonna download the money I need to use to pay for things? I don't really condone piracy, but that is a weak argument if I ever saw one.
Jesus Christos. Jesus Christos.
It's not like I'm, making a Raspberry Pi emulation device or anything like that.
Oh, ho, ho. You see, it's funny because you are. You see, Foxy's funny because he is.
Yeah, I was, I don't
This
think I've
one's
really...
already fucking busted.
I don't think I really mentioned this on here before. Oh no, I did mention it, and then that episode never went up.
Oh yeah, because it was
It was one of the Sonic ones that we didn't.
Oh, okay. I thought it
was.
was one of the broken sound ones or something.
No. But
we give the aliens a cold.
if you don't know about it, there's a website called Pseudomod, and they make Raspberry Pi mod build things. That's for the most part. But all kinds of electronic stuff. It's actually really cool. And one day I saw a recommendation from YouTube, because I do watch, sometimes I do watch videos about people who will make portable versions of already existing consoles, like Ben Heck did way back in the day when he made the portable N64 and the time the DS came out. And I was watching a few of those, and it recommended that I watch there was a video where the guy who founded Pseudomod.
It's perfect. Shut up, my baby.
Made a build where it was a Raspberry Pi based emulation device that fit in a...
Holy shit!
Oh, you got it?
Oh my god, thank fuck. Sorry, go ahead.
It fit inside an Altoid stem. And after a while I was like, I may not have the tools or the talent to build something like this, but...
We have the technology.
You have come far in your journey and learned much.
And now I must
You
kill
have
you.
served our cause with the truest faith.
It reminds me of King Ezekiel
Therefore,
from The Walking Dead.
Blessed and beloved.
But my name is Patrick.
Wield these, the instruments of our power,
Hey,
to
it's me,
fulfill
blessed
your
and beloved.
purpose and achieve eternal
I believe I
life.
could get my ass kicked being named something like that. Anyway, I figure I don't have the the means on my own to make something like this, but my dad has been a computer engineer for over 30 years. So I showed him the video of the actual, because I saw one later on where they put up where he actually built the thing out of the parts, and I'm like, if I buy the parts, could we do something like this? And he's like, sure. So we had since gotten the parts, and we attempted to build it, but things went wrong, and
Bit of a setback.
something shorted, and the actual Raspberry Pi fried.
Oh.
So
Nobody likes fried pie.
but the plan, or the dream is not dead. We're actually recouping our efforts, because the main problem that my dad had was because the build was way too small and cramped, and we're making our own custom thing. It's actually based off of a more powerful version of Raspberry Pi, and it's going to be a bit bigger, but the concept's going to be the same.
Awesome.
And he just ordered some stuff for that, and I'm looking forward to making it. So
Fuck yeah. Well, best of luck with that, and I believe
Thank
we're right at the end of the episode here, so let's
we are.
cut it here, and
So when
next
we come
time
back,
we'll find out what that beeping computer is.
and we'll actually start doing stuff in Temple C.
Yeah, Temple C.
So stay tuned for the next video.
Awesome.